We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Thunder and the Marauders. Two playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. Chang, a right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Into the box now, Brian Cannon, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The right fielder, Brian Cannon.
First offering on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-10.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. Gonna be a tough play. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup and they present a ton of challenges. Not only do they have good approaches at the plate, but they're in the top of the league at driving the baseball out of the ballpark. At the end of the day, they say solos won't kill you, but that 2-3 run bomb, when the game's on the line, that'll put you away.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball right down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Into the box now, Michael Lopez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He enters play here at 288, 9 homers and 31 RBIs. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Miles takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting first, the left fielder, A.J. Vargas.
Sliding into the box, A.J. Valido. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the first. Tennessee is out in front 1-0. J.J. Zemecki, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, his last one wasn't horrible, but this guy did give up 5 runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better in this one here today.
Now in the box, Chase Mitchell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Chase Mitchell.
From the stretch. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them. If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, J.J. Miles. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's the second out.
Batting first, the first baseman, number 43.
Now at the plate, Alexander Goodwin. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1, no strike.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And there's a base hit on the line. And this one scoots all the way to the wall.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Keenan.
So stepping in, Keenan Taylor, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play.
And that's what you want from your corner outfielders. Not every guy fits that mold, but you gotta love having a guy who can stick out there and just let him mash when he comes to the plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Favorable call in there for a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Taylor carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 0-1 offering. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2 out here and a runner at second. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2-1, here it is. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Now at the plate, Tiny Ryan. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, Ian Fatty, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 289 is the average coming in. A dozen home runs and 32 driven in. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Two-0 count, the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Throw into second. And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Into the box, Hal Hale, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 13 home runs, 39 driven in. Ready with the 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. Fatty leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Striding in, Andrew Arellano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. The set and the 2-0. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Digging in, Casey Payne comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Casey Payne.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that goes.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And the 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Here's another 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. At the plate, Frankie Shortsleeve. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1.
Zemecki has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
Stepping in now, Flash Miller, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Valido is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting in, the center fielder, number 9.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Wang. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. From the belt, kicks and deals. Two out with the man at first. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cannon's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So here now is the pitcher, J.J. Zemecki.
For Tennessee, the pitcher, J.J. Zemecki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. There's a shot out to right center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
In now, Brian Cannon. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. The 1-0 home. At second, nobody out. Two balls and a strike. Fouled away. A look, now the pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Adrian Esparza will be next. No one out with a runner at second. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Striding in once again, Adrian Esparza. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
One out and a runner on second base. And it's quickly 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Turned on down the line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Lopez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Men on third with 2 down. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Line down the left field line, but this is going to get fouled. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Chang, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The pitcher, number 16.
First delivery to him on the way. Too high, 1-0.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here's the 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with all speed.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Digging in to try it again, Chase Mitchell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a sinker, not close, as this misses down and away for ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Standing in, J.J. Miles. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
To second for one. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Settling in now, Alexander Goodwin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0 home. He takes it to the opposite field. High and deep to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 1-1.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Into the box now, Keenan Taylor, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Runner in scoring position with Sagan. That's lifted the other way out to left. Valido is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We played 3 full, all even at 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, A.J. Valido.
A.J. Valido.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Valido has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Strike two.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 17 for him on the season. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
The batter.
At the plate now, Tiny Ryan. As he'll take a look at ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0. No outs, nobody on. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see there, both guys are living in the 90s, but in vastly different parts of town. 97 versus an even 90 miles an hour. Stepping up to the plate, Ian Fatty. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
This is foul right side. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hal Hale. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
To the plate now, Andrew Arellano. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now.
The pitcher, number 11, J.J. Zemecki.
So now to the plate, J.J. Zemecki. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Comes set and the 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A 1-1 pitch.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. 3-2. He's taken this as far as it can go.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Cannon. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. Makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Digging in the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's set. Here it comes.
No, inside.
3 runs already home here. Popped him up. Short sleeve. Waits on it. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Tennessee leads this one 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Casey Hain.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Now batting, catcher, Frankie Schultzman.
Standing in now, Frankie Shortsleeve. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Shortsleeve, a native Floridian. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year. But you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Flash Miller. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
Now back.
Ready now, Wang. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
And he misses inside with that one, ball one. The 1-0.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Struck him out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Trevor Lyon will grab a bat to pinch hit, and he'll do so with a couple of runners in scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lyon has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
On that one, 2 balls and a strike. Lyon, 30 years of age. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Kazuo Yokoyama takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Yokoyama.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Michael Lopez.
Michael Lopez.
The pitch. Popped him up. Mitchell has room in foul territory. 1 out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A.J. Valido is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Base hit into right center.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
So coming to the plate, Tiny Ryan. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slow roller down the 3rd baseline. Set with the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
In now, Ian Fatty, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's the 1-1. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tennessee leads it 4-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Chase Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
you don't see this very often. There aren't very many pitchers that are good hitters, and sometimes you take a pitcher for granted. You just want to lay one in there. A mistake, because this guy just took him deep.
Now batting, the second baseman, J.J.
At the plate, J.J. Miles batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. No hits to this point. And there's ball one.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Bases are empty here, nobody out.
That's
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. Ready for another chance? Alexander Goodwin, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That just misses off the inside for ball one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful, because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
In there, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, nobody on.
Ball 3.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's going to beat me.
And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 20, Keenan Taylor.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Keenan Taylor. First delivery to him on the way. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up. But that was a nice job of laying off.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. The Thunder lead this one 4-2. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Hal Hale. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The 1-2.
Nope, that's inside.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
At the plate now, Andrew Arellano, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 home. And another foul ball. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
The pitcher, number 11, J.J. Zamecki.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, J.J. Zamecki, hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Jason Blake enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Digging in and looking for more, Casey Hain. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitches fouled away. Now the pitch. This one's down to third. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The bat, the catcher, Frankie Shortsleeve.
Standing in, Frankie Shortsleeve. First offering on its way.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Into the box now, Flash Miller. And this one's in the dirt. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Now the 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good action on the sinker, 1-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So now to the plate, Wang. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The next 3-2. Softly hit to short. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Seventh inning ready to roll, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Brian Cannon.
The right fielder, Brian.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Wang is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Adrian Esparza will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Stepping into the box, Michael Lopez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Line hard to the left side. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7-10 stretch.
Raul Soto is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs and 22 RBIs. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Chase Mitchell. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. He's in there for strike 1. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, second baseman, J.J. Miles.
Coming to the plate now, J.J. Miles, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Cannon will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Calvin Sedenquist has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, A.J. Valido.
A.J. Valido.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Now with the play, Tiny Ryan. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, the catcher, Ian Faddy.
So striding forward now, Ian Faddy. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ryan Greenberg is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ryan Greenberg.
Stepping up now, Alexander Goodwin. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. So here's the cleanup hitter, Keenan Taylor. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Swung on and chopped up the middle, reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Casey Kane.
Digging in once again, Casey Kane. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Greenberg, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He's a 9-year major league vet. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on.
To 2-2 now. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Hal Hale, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Standing in now, Andrew Arellano. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Scott Franchise will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. in the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Two-0 count. The pitch is a fastball that misses.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a two-run shot to left center, 38th home run of the season for him, and the lead is now 7-2. Eloy Aguilera will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Eloy Aguilera.
In now, Brian Cannon. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Wang will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Now to the plate, Adrian Esparza. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2. Still only one out in the inning. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 1-0 home.
Nope.
Fouled off. Aguilera playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the second round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air out to center field. Wang will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the ninth is straight ahead. The Thunder are out on top 7-2. The kid, Hale, enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
The kid, Hale.
Into the box now, Frankie Shortsleeve. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Frankie Shortsleeve.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Up and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, next man. Fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Plate now, Flash Miller. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Wang. Yes, he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Here's another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Left side. He's got it. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Dan Briscoe will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And a curveball in for a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. High and deep to right center. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Thunder have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first 2 of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can take the series tomorrow.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Tennessee took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. J.J. Zemecki takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Chang was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the home team, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
11 o'clock, we got to have a thing with water.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Blazers and the Cobras. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Billy Gore will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt. Getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. This last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
First pitch, 7-11.
The windup and the 0-1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved, you got to keep grinding. You got to find a way put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Stepping in, Richard Richardson, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. First pitch coming, here it is. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Nope, that's down.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
At the plate, Colt Snow. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Richardson over at second. Richardson on at first with nobody out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch and strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Stepping in, Jake Madison, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. From the stretch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ball 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So striding in, Nori Dizzy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
1-0 count, the pitch. Two down, runners at first and second. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Richardson rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Hey guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems. But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Into the box now, Mike Mendez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Two men are on with two men out. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Portland is on top here, 2-0. Mike Diaz gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Mark Lacy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Runs up and gets this one down, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here it comes. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
English.
Standing in now, Greg English, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
1-1. One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch home. Full count still. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Fly ball, not particularly deep. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Into the box, Buford Christian, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1.
Inside ball one.
Sliced hard on the ground. He's right there, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Paul Taylor.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul Taylor, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Taylor carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Men on third with 2 down. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. Portland is out in front here, 2-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, J.D. Eastman, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Mike Diaz. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Now here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Christian is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The center fielder, number 6, Leon Richardson.
Into the box, Leon Richardson. Here's the first pitch to him.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Richardson has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman, and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base, and he's thinking about second and third.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lined into right, a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Richardson.
Stepping in now, Richardson. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 1-1 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. 2 out with the man at first. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in, Colt Snow. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
At the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Atkins is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Portland leads this one 3-0. So digging in now, Brad Benton. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2.
No, that's low.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Eastman has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jonathan Adkins.
Stepping into the box, Jonathan Adkins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in now, Jacob Sellers. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Jake Madison.
For Portland, the second baseman, Jake Madison.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Christian arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Now batting, Nori Dizzy. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1. He swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Payoff pitch one more time. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
At the plate, Mike Mendez. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Runners off for second. And he fouls this one off. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Atkins comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, J.D. Eastman.
In now, J.D. Eastman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And the inning is over. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Sean McKee.
The right fielder, Sean McKee.
First offering on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter is going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
So now to the plate, Billy Gore. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Into the box now, Mark Lacy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Number 2, second baseman, Greg.
Digging in, Greg English. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The 1-0 home. He misses off the plate.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he'll just watch the splitter here, 2-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Now the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Here it is on 3-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Striding into the box, Buford Christian. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1-run score. Crow won't get him.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Into the box now, Paul Taylor. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
The baseman number 9, Brad Benton.
Now at the plate, Brad Benton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Ready with the 3-0. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. Two down, runners at first and second. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. Portland is on top 3-2. Now in the box, Mike Diaz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Diaz.
First pitch of the at bat on its way.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strikes. Ball in.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting the take sign on right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
And it's fouled away. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Leon Richardson. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And it's 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And we've got 2 guys bringing some serious gas for you, as you see there. Top speeds 96 and 97. Ready once again, Richardson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that is off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Standing in now, Colt Snow. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Well, that's
2-0 now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Mad Dog Jackson. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second, but he is in there with a 2-run double.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
At the plate, Jake Madison, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Barry Sneed answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Nori Dizzy will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at 1st and 2nd and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-1.
0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and two now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline, and this is going to be a foul ball. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Blazers are out in front here, 5-2. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jonathan Atkins. First offering on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. That's popped up. Snow ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob Sellers.
So stepping in, Jacob Sellers. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Richardson is there, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 19, Sean McKee.
Now at the plate, Sean McKee. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
0-1's the count.
Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull the trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. new inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Mike Mendez.
Mike Mendez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. The pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more in the next one.
This one's down to third. Reined in. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Mike Diaz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
1-0 pitch on the way.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
We're in the fifth inning here. 5-2 is our score. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking deep.
The 2-1 home. Leon Richardson is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Stepping in now, Leon Richardson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Way the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Eastman blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, and they lead now by 4.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
In now, Richardson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He doubled his last time through. The 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Atkins will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Portland leads it 6-2. Kevin Landry will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Kevin Landry.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 16 homers and 38 runs batted in. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2. Pitch on the way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Ball that's carrying. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, one thing's for certain. That makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with beginnings like this.
To the plate now, Mark Lacy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
3 balls.
Greg English waits on deck. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Striding in, Greg English. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
1-1.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 10, Buford Christian.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. And this one gets away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So now to the plate, Paul Taylor, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. James Bond takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. At the plate, Colt Snow. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The catcher, number 39, Mad Dog Jackson.
Ready for another shot now. Mad Dog Jackson, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's the ball.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Changeup stays outside and it's behind 2-0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Jake Madison, as this is grounded foul off to the left. Ball and a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Throw in time and the side is retired. James Ray enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Brad Benton.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 2-1 pitch.
Back outside.
Jonathan Atkins will be next. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Atkins. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball back outside.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Ray has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Into the box, Jacob Sellers, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Throw over to first, just keeping him close. And he lays off for ball 1. Runners are at first and third with none out. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
The right fielder, number 19, Sean McKee.
Digging in to try it again, Sean McKee, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Howie Robinson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Howie Robinson.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Base hit to right. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping in now, Mark Lacy. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Second and third, 2 away. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The relay on to second, but the throw is wide.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly. As 2 runners cross the plate, those are game changers, no doubt about it.
Tabaco is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. At the plate, Greg English. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. To hold the lead, here's the delivery. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. All even now, 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The set and the 2-2, and the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2. Buford Christian would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Line drive, fair ball down the line, and now it'll rattle up against the wall. On to second, but he's in safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Buford Christian, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big inning together to get themselves right back in this ball.
Swing and a liner. Well, this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Ed Robinson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Standing in, Nori Dizzy. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Nori Dizzy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes set and the 0-1. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Right down the chute that time. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Standing in now, Mike Mendez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-0. Taken, strike 1 outside corner.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned at the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, J.D. Eastman. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join with the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Stepping up to the plate, Paul Taylor. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Paul Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Eastman is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now back, first baseman, Brad Benton.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Benton. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The fastball straightens him up a bit, 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 1-2, here it comes.
That's ball 2. Next out, 2-2.
One out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Jonathan Adkins. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Coming to the plate now, Jacob Sellers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
2 balls and a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. The 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. David Harris is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Edwin Miles will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Francisco Barreto is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1. The numbers on the year, 272, 9 homers, and 33 driven in. A 1 pitch on its way. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first down.
Leon Richardson.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Leon Richardson. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 0-2 home.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Ready with the 1 and 2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Ready now, Richardson.
Richardson.
First pitch on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Slow little roller to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all even at 6 apiece. C.J. Wolf will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Sean McKee. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Dizzy in foul ground. 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Settling in now, Edwin Miles, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Wolf, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma, he was selected in the first round back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Wolf has logged upwards of 75 innings pitched, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Once again a 3-2. Full count still. Just hung in there on that one. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mark Lacey is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Jackson over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. So coming to the plate, Colt Snow. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. That misses. 1-2. Here it comes. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
To the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Miles is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jake Madison.
Standing in, Jake Madison. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Even at 1-1, the pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Killian Stewart enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Greg English is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Buford Christian, and it's fouled away. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
One out, nobody on. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Richardson is there. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 3, 7 runs.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ready for another chance. Nori Dizzy.
The first baseman, Nori Dizzy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The first baseman, Mike Mendez.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Mendez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
J.D. Eastman waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Now at the plate, J.D. Eastman is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2-1 pitch is that circle change swung on and missed. 2-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Outside and a full count. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Hit hard on the ground at third. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no thanks.
Alejandro Rosa will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Alejandro Rosa.
Hit hard toward the right side. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
So now to the plate, Leon Richardson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Richardson is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
The 1-1. Swung on and missed. A good off-speed pitch. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Runners are at second and third with one down. Fouled off. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with two away now. So striding forward now, Richardson. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Here's the 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3. Colt Snow would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Gunter answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it.
Now playing third base and batting fifth, number 25, Jason McIntosh.
Stepping up now, Colt Snow. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's out.
1-0. Here it is.
That's in. Ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 25 for him on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on Show Track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
The catcher, number 30.
At the plate, Mad Dog Jackson. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Gunter, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Portland is out in front 11-6. Miguel Santana gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Stepping into the box, Brad Benton, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.